Right, so, well, we're still waiting for someone, so we might as well jump over to the good stuff. We have the Transcend mechanic, and it is just another blanket keyword similar to Stealth. Now, obviously there will be, well, I should say there probably will be, more Transcend cards, because at the moment a one of in a deck is underwhelming, right? Not having, you know, some sort of big effect or big payoff, yeah, it's okay. A Draco Kingdom. So, if you played another blue, you can pick all three. If you haven't played another blue, it's a 3 for a 1, right, to buff X amount of cards. We don't know how many other cards actually have a Transcend bonus. Other than that, if you can create all three effects, then it's fantastic. I mean, on New, the banish 2 cards from your opposing hero's graveyard is probably the most powerful effect, since it then feeds into her actual ability. The just blanket Crouching Tigers have +1. Yeah, can't talk. Have +1 this turn. Is also fantastic. Enigma is a little bit underwhelming, right? Because it can feel bad to put counters on Ward if there isn't Ward protection, which is also weird to think about, right? They made Ward and then they started implementing payoff, right? The counter to it being destroyed, so you can maybe build it up, but it feels like we're heading towards just specific Ward your wards, which is interesting, to say the least. But yeah, so to me, they don't seem that great unless you're picking 2, right? They're okay to play, but they're a bit cost heavy. We don't know what the Strike or Slither are, which is interesting. Puts out the whole, I think they'll finally move adult heroes back to tokens. Nope, because I guarantee you that these will be printed as tokens, just like Crouching Tiger, where you can have ones in your deck and then also you can just generate them. So That's 2 token slots gone, meaning that there's still 1 extra token, which will probably just be Quicken. And they're all instant, which is also really nice as well. But yeah, play a blue, find a specific card, then get payoff. So you've already played 2 cards in your turn. It's a lot to bank around, right? Again, I play decks where I am literally drawing, you know, up to 20 cards a turn. And it's still hard enough for me to find my combo, let alone this. So I definitely think there'll be extra Transcend cards. We definitely want Arcane Barrier. Just 2? Just 2. I do like taking the Null Rune. We'll take the Null Rune. We'll play a bit slower. They're definitely interesting concepts. I was hoping for a little more with Transcend, but it's fine. Encore's nice. Art of War with Brothers in Arm. We'll pick cards, see if we get silver. We're sort of set up. Problem is the Command and Conquer. Suppose I Arsenal Art of War and then I can play it for the draw if they do Command and Conquer. See, if I was them, I would be being really aggressive and I would just do like Slap Happy into Waning Moon. Ah, damn. Never lucky. No one play anything else? No. Yeah, so we Arsenal the Art of War. You gonna do something? No. And then if they try and Command and Conquer. Otherwise, we do have the combo. So we go for it regardless. Even though it'll only be a tiny one. Oh. No, not. I said hi. Right? I think I said hi. Question is, can we take enough damage and not care? I think so. I don't think we wait 1 more turn. Just Waning Moon. Yeah. How you doing, Draka? That's just my... No, my mic looks to be picking up. Reposition it, so... A bit worrisome. Okay. Getting Command and Conquer, so we can just Art of War straight away. Bitch. Banish, go again. Go with the Wage Gold. Pick a card helps. Roll with the gold first, see what we get. If we get cash in, we can play... Oh, we got double pick card, so... Let's high roll silver. With Swell Tidings seems perfect. Now we just want blues. Just give me continuous blues, please. The pick card actually screws us. Because we need 3. So if I draw another red, we lose, basically. Yeah, and see, now that's the end. I can go for 1 more blue, I suppose. Lead the charge, tome, they both end up wrecking us. Yeah. That was the worry. There's a way to play around. See, if I had Tunic, we would have been fine. Because it's final act, and then try for another final act on the next turn. Teleshare would be nice to use as well. So that's a bit unfortunate that we didn't get any damage through. Maybe I should have just doubled the gold and waited. That might have been correct too. I'm gonna get rid of the Encore. Because they know we just put final act into the arsenal. It's worrisome. Yeah, at least we can play performance bonus. Definitely want the Encore back, and then the blues. And there's still a way for us to win. It's not with this hand, though. We didn't cash out, so that's helpful as well. Don't give them fuel. It's always the wrong choice. I think it's just Flying Spirit. Huh? Fish? A 3 what? Still getting the life, which is good enough. Don't really want to stash the Rally of the Rear Guard. Oh, AP. Yeah, I decided to keep the Null Rune. See, and that was correct as well, because we want the full block. We can pick card as well. Ah, good. Works for us. What do they have? Question is, can they KO us? Not really. 4, 3. And they still have to pitch 1. They can Flame Scale Furnace, right? For 2? Yeah, so they could do 7, 10. 1 silver? That's better than nothing. Definitely Remembrance. Not the final act, though. Leave 1 in there for Encore. I'm going to take the blue picker cards, the Flying Spirit, and the Tome, I think. Alright, so the Encore that's at the bottom is now somewhere else, which is what we really want. And we stash the cash in. We're not too worried if they destroy it. Have you seen the Transcend cards, Fish? We have to block, but it would be nice to try to go for the final act. They're doing Fork Lightning, because then it's 5/5. No? So that deals that much Arcane plus 3. Wouldn't Fork Lightning double trigger it? I guess not. Fork Lightning was cost 2, so they can't pitch into it. I'm a little confused. Right? Yeah. So, oh right, start your turn, so it's next turn they go for Fork Lightning. That's my confusion. I mean, technically we'd still try for it. Especially if they're going to try and KO us. Another cash in, that sucks. We could pick a card, try and get the silver to pay for cash in. That would kind of be better. I guess we have to, because we don't have anything else. No, they don't have Chain Lightning. Okay, we got the silver. Need to really fish. There's Nasty Surprise. Cash in off the blues. All we need is one other final act, but it's not going to be very strong. There's another tome that doesn't help us, but I can arsenal it and maybe survive. I wouldn't be able to, because I'd have to encore final act, and it'd just be Brothers in Arm final act. Can I even do that? Yeah, I'd have just enough resources. And it's only small amounts. We have to get rid of the tome. Pretty sure we're just done next turn. I mean, we still have the Arcane Barrier, which does really help. And they're banking on us just being done next turn. Three blues, four blues, four blues. Give me four blues. Four blues. Yeah, there's the fork lightning. It does 10. I don't think Arcane Barrier triggers off of it, right? Yeah, no. Not CNCing. Definitely too low, though. I'm confused. Alright, because it's instant. No, Arcane Barrier still works against instant. I'm not confused. I'm confused. Did I click no? I feel like I clicked no. I think we bugged it. I think the prompt just disappeared. Or is it? No, it's asking me to pitch. I'm so used to so many prompts, I'm not thinking. That was also really dumb. Because they just Stormstriders. They have to block. They should still get us, right? No, okay. One gets through, which is bad. I have to hold the blues because they can just instant. Maybe even holding the red. No, because the prompt will always be 3 and 3. Ah, they drew really badly. And we have absolutely no luck. So I could wage gold. If I wage gold, they still have us. Because they just Stormstrider, play the Wizard, play Waning Moon. Right? It was 1, 2, 4 costs. Yeah, they can use Flamescale Furnace. They have the out. Do they maybe not see it? I mean, I didn't see I could pitch a card, so it's fair game. Yeah, there we go. If we'd kept the 3, we'd have still taken 1 in chip damage. Oh, they had Scolding in their arsenal anyway. Oh yeah, definitely better with 3. Bang, Strike, and Slither. The fact that this is just +3 cards, unless they cost, unlike Crouching Tiger, seems really good. I still think the Banish is a bit better, just because of your effect. Why? 2 Spectral Shields and counters. I mean, 1 counter on each is quite nice. Transcend doesn't seem crazy for these to be legendary. Unless there's a Search Sacred Art. Is that you? You poking through? You are poking through. I don't think I'd change anything. Now, opening is quite bad. I think I do have to play a bit quicker. You have New Horizons, but you could still... Nah, you're just arrows. Draw to... Yes, buff if we want to attack. I mean, technically we could have... That hurts. And we got the cash in too. Don't swing. I don't want to give you any cycle. See if you fall for it. Just give me Arsenal Destruction. Remorseless is not the right one. We have Unmovable, which is nice. Means we have to pitch away the cash out though. If I stash the final act, we could have played Nasty Surprise. I think unfortunately we take the whatever buff you end up putting, as well as the 1 damage, and we just play cash out next turn. And then that kind of tempts you a bit more that we have Nasty Surprise. Sick 'em into Remorseless. You're disgusting. Ah, if I just didn't stash the Nasty. Losing the cash out sucks. Meant to destroy the Arsenal. We had just kept the cash out. Ugh. Such a better turn. And watch, it'll have Arsenal Disruption now. And we don't draw anything great either. Line Strike. If you can go again? You're just trying to whittle me down, yeah. So we have to go for the combo. Just is awful because we have nothing. Should always just favor the combo. Shouldn't have tried to be crafty with the Nasty Surprise. And you can KO us too, which is even worse. Now, 5 through, the next one we can then block accordingly. Unless you have Sick 'em Shot into something else, then it's just game. Into Endless, yeah. So that was much better for the Brothers in Arm. Okay. It's weird, it just didn't show. Is it a buff? That's the question. Well, I have to do small plays. Saw the game rewarded. I don't think we can get to enough damage though. Yeah, definitely not. We really high roll off pick card and then just draw all blues. We had Buzzsaw anyway, so it didn't matter. Run it back. And if I picked Buzzsaw, I would have got. Okay. This is better. I guess we just stash something. I really want to get rid of both these cards, actually. Take the +1. It's unmovable. Unmovable's nice to stick in the arsenal. Buys us a turn, hopefully. You'd have to pitch away 2, so... Maybe? Talishare is correct here? Or do you like the 5 cards I gave you? That's the question. I'm pretty sure it's never right to swing. It's just a buff, right? Because then they get to benefit, yeah, off of... I mean, that seems good enough in itself. And Line Strike into Sick'em Shot into something. That'd still be 9 plus whatever damage you do. Alright, we didn't draw anything, so I'm happy with Unmovable. We also have Ripple Away if he ends up actually having like Blood Rot or anything like that. You're not allowed to slow play me. That's very annoying. What's the correct out here? The correct out here is to get rid of the final act with Ripple by pitching Ripple Away. That way it's in the graveyard. I can pull it back with Encore. I can then have possibly a blue for Unmovable and a card to discard for Rally the Rearguard. Yeah, that's the better play. And it just seems absolutely absurd. You know what I'm doing? That's the question. Buzzsaw's fine. He doesn't draw either, which is nice. Not draw. You know what I'm trying to say. Art of War is okay, but it's probably what we discard. So we have a 6 and a 5 block, which is nice. If he doesn't do anything, then we Art of War away, but Farendale Spirit. No, we draw, then Art of War. No, we Tunic. Get rid of the Farendale's Fighting Spirit. But continue to slow play, just hold our hand until we get the cash out. So if he has endless arrows to end up, then it's an issue. Falcon is doing 6. Do we reckon he has effects? That's the question. He's using the Premeditate, so I'm going to use the Unmovable. Ah. It's still just damage we mitigate. Imagine if this was pitch as well. How broken it would be. It'd probably be an auto-include in every single deck. Just the versatility. No matter what, you gain a life from it. So when it's, you know, premeditate doesn't worry about hitting. What's your other arrow, Heat Seeker? It's 7. Beginning of your end phase, put the top card of your deck face up into your arsenal. We get something back. We just hold the Encore. I'm tempted to hold the Art of War and get rid of the Encore. I think the draw engines are more important, actually. Was that worth missing a turn? I feel like it wasn't. We don't want to swing. We keep the tunic up. I mean, it's back into another big shot, I guess. Yeah, because he had both Ponder and Heatseeker, so he gets the double down arrows. Otherwise, we're sort of good to go. We can survive this turn. He doesn't have... If he has just straight damage... Hoping just has straight damage. Yeah, standing order works. Wouldn't Bolt and Shot? I feel like Bolt and Shot would be a little bit better. Okay. Do we have enough? And do I Remembrance back in the Encore? I think we hold Remembrance and decide. Problem is, once we start drawing, then it feels bad. But 1 and 30 doesn't really matter. We could get the final act back as well. Then we have to break up the chains, so he gets an extra... He only gets an extra 1 block? No, they all have blade break, so it doesn't matter. Alright, so no. So we Remembrance first. Pull back the final act, the Encore. We can then Tunic. Art of War. Banish, go again. We just have to high roll, basically. Cash out everything, barring the Mage Master boots. And we just start drawing. Keep the attack for the other Art of War. Did I use one already? No. Cash in. I think we have to go positive with the cash in, unfortunately. Rather than pitch into it. Yeah, because we have to maintain 3 cards. Come on. There's the final act. So that's 1 piece down. There's another Art of War, so that does help. I have to pitch the lead, the charge into it, which is not desirable. Does float 1 resource, which helps. We don't have to worry about holding attacks anymore. Drawing reds are the only issue. We really want Tome. Tome. Wasn't Tome. Ugh. We get 1 card deeper. It's not enough damage, unfortunately. The Opt is really nice, though. If it gets us the other final act, we're super happy. I can pick a card just to play for an additional turn. We know he doesn't have Buzzsaw. I can fish for the final act. It doesn't matter if we draw the other final act, actually. We only have 1 resource. So I take the pick card. In hopes for another turn. Yeah. We have go again, so we just pick a card after we final act. I wonder what happens if they have no cards in their hand, actually. Huh. All he knows we don't have anything. The Bolton shot, basically. Which is a lot of damage. Damn. Definitely we don't have to worry about attacks anymore, so all we want are blues. It's not a good hand. 2 3s and a 4. I suppose it's not horrible. He can raise a reflex though to get it across. Which definitely does on the first one. We could overblock to shut it down. But so does Go Again, and he still has so many reload effects anyway. I don't think we can win. If we Brothers in Arms, that forces him to use the Razor Reflex. Well, it doesn't actually force him to use the Razor Reflex. I think it's what we gotta do. Because he literally has Codex, he has braces, he has the bow still up. Yeah. I mean, the Go Again doesn't really matter because it gets it from the buff anyway. Yeah, because it would straight away get the Go Again, so denying the hit effect doesn't matter. That puts us to 2, and then he just bolts and shots again. And then he codexes and shoots again. I mean, braces would be the best thing to do. Braces, codex, shoot. Yeah. Which means that, again, doesn't matter. I suppose it matters what attack he pulls out to play. We can survive a turn, but that doesn't really end up doing anything for us. He's just playing Command & Conquer 2. Yeah, all we have is 3. Oh well, we tried. It's actually a quicker game, despite how defensively we were playing. Where is he? I like the Riptide. Good game. I suppose I just look with the Riptide. If he wants a game, you can find a game. Or once he pops back in, I'll ask. Alright, we'll try the Riptide deck. See how we fare. Against KO. Well, always go first and just deny. I was gonna ask if you want to play Riptide. Or at least swap. Allow me to swap. But we got KO. So we'll lose quickly, win quickly, and then yeah, if you want to play Riptide, we can give it a go. So can we do disgusting things here? Alrighty. We don't have a Go Again, but we can get Nourishing back straight away. I think getting the plus intellect is always correct. Right? We mask. Save the Deep Blue and just go for a Dominate straight away. Sink the other trap. Goliath Gauntlets. Nourishing. And Pitch the Remembrance. Does it matter if it's in the arsenal? No, it's fine. But we should most likely get the intellect. Two, 3, 5. I can deny it with equipment. Kind of worth it. We basically just want to draw into traps. Yeah, perfect. We can still codex it next turn. In fact, we can deep blue something so we don't actually have to discard. That was not a great set of rolls. Right, so we have to discard anyway. We can codex it, or we could just swing. Play defensively. There's 1, 2, 3. He can most likely block it without a buff. But I think keeping up the aggression is correct. Right? Doesn't get the Arsenal trigger, he gets the Frailty token. We've got so many ways to pull it out, so we might as well do it. Reactions. Reactions are what we don't care about against KO. And then we can pitch the tar pit into it as well. So we deplete all his equipment. Whether or not he wants to use Knucklehead is the question. No, he's letting it through. Oh, defense. Oh, there's the premeditate. We have two Arsenal traps. Problem is, if I don't draw into them, the -2 is a guaranteed trigger for the damage. Yeah, we grabbed all the Arsenal traps, so that's bad. If we had Reel in, that'd be fantastic. There's nothing we can do. All we can do is use Rock Slide. Maybe I should have taken the 4 then. Feels so bad just drawing those traps. Maybe I get rid of like 3 of a kind. I don't want to take 5. That's the truth. Yeah, that was rough. I think we definitely swing though. Yeah, now he's getting cocky with the damage. Alright, see, this is better. That's bad though. Double 5, so is it doubled? Yep. What's the big attack? -1 counter on equipment. I guess finally deplete the Knucklehead. Go again doesn't matter. The hit effects kind of matter. But I think he's buffing it too much. Yeah, instead of pitching it. Did I pitch it? Whatever I did with it. I understand what he's trying to say. I gotta think more about that, weaving the traps together. I would say we're screwed, right? He gets a double, he got a +5, he gets 2 +2s. It's only a 12 actually. But he did get rid of the trap. Doing block for 10, which kind of helps. None of them are Arsenal effects, so we can just play them all. And we just codex him. I mean, the sad thing is, there's only the crew traps that are Arsenal-based. The boulder trap doesn't really matter, but the block 3 is good. We know he's just doing hefty turns over and over again. I think we just have to continuously swing, and then get the chip damage from the blood rot. Is there any reason where Codex is wrong to do it second? Yeah, if this is a defense reaction or something in the arsenal. That was wrong. I need to swing first. No, but if I swung first, it didn't matter. You wouldn't have go again. Defensive, we'll call it defensive. Yeah. See, when your deck clumps, that's an issue. We have 6 block. He's not actually going for it this turn either. Very strategic planning gets us back our Nourishing Emptiness. Warmongers allows us to play it. If we had 1 attack, we could have Art of War into it to draw it. Well, strategic planning is definitely the correct action. I think it's get rid of the Art of War and then play it with Warmongers, or try to play it next turn with Warmongers. And then just hope we draw 1 extra trap, so we have 9 damage defense. Yeah. Or pitch away the Warmongers. No. Pitch away the Art of War. We're not getting 2 off. Is there anything that's better to pick to have on the top of the deck? No, I think it's just Nourishing. We could also swing, get rid of the Warmongers. And hope we draw into another buff. I mean, we still have Premeditate, we have another Warmongers. Is 3 enough damage? If we draw into Reel In, that sucks as well, although we can Deep Blue something. No, we can't because it's an action. I think I just have to keep up the pressure with swinging. His equipment's gone anyway, so chances are we can always get Nourishing off. So now if we draw Reel In and a blue or a yellow, we feel better as well. I don't know what you're gonna change defending with. Massacre, okay. I think he's clued in that he might not be able to KO us next turn. See? Look at that. Foresight accepts... What? Bottom of the deck. Right, we want to shuffle. I don't know why I thought it was top of the deck. Anyway, we definitely Reel In, right, for enough traps. I need to... I guess it's instant, so I can hold it whenever I want. And decide after we get the damage. So it's Dominate, so we can play up to 3 traps. So do we need the Reel In? That's the question. We save it for next turn with a better play. We go Boulder, Inertia, put the Inertia in, play Inertia. Yeah, so there's no way we can get another trap off, so we don't Reel In. I like how much this plays around Dominate too. So what's Inertia? End of turn, they put all their cards in hand, bottom of the deck. Would have been nice to spread it out, but oh well. They only take 3. You know what? I was wrong, because Reel-In would allow us... It has reload anyway, so we can get one more trap off. You know what? We'll still do it. We only get one trap. Problem is, the turn after this looks really bad. But we did shut them down for a turn, which actually helps us as well. No Arsenal. Only 4 cards. Can't swing. Would have been great if Reel-In got us 1 extra trap. But we're trucking along. I mean, oh, it has Shuffle. God, I keep forgetting all the secondary effects in this. Okay, so he's... Okay. Attacking for 3. What's this? Let's say pay 2 is probably decent. Hit effects don't care about. Reactions don't care about. Yeah, so it's Pitfall Trap. And he's down to 5. I mean... Wait, what? That's Arsenal. Ah, it doesn't matter. Fine. We'll get it next turn. I guess it's just stash one of these for next turn. And we just try to whittle them down with burn damage. Alright, I did the trap damage, that was really good too. There's so much going on with this deck, it's overloading my head. See, if we're gonna get the 2 damage off, but we probably don't, he just pitches away his last card. He didn't take the agility token, so he's kind of running on empty. I mean, as long as he low rolls, we can just play defensively and stall. Yeah, there's the issue. We can pitch with the heart to gain the resource, right, if the 1 life is necessary. And it also would allow us to reload Tripwire Trap. That's probably the play, if he has too much damage, even though we can't draw with it. And plays around Dominate. And he can't pitch for Pitfall, so he takes the damage too. God, if we had a little more draw, we could KO him. We only have to play the 2 traps if we add Warmongers to it. I think we're trying to KO with trap damage. So we just want to try and always perfectly block. We'll do that. And then, yeah, just play the Art of War so we can reload. We had a life as well, so it's nice. Doesn't really matter. Where did I miss the sword? Did I have deep loot something? Is that what we're thinking about? As long as we don't dead draw. Come on, low roll. Nope, that's not good. When we have the Nourishing Emptiness and Premeditate, as long as we keep 1 card, we can deep blue. So, hopefully Tar Pit's enough. Tar Pit's not enough, unfortunately. It would be 3, 2 and 2, is 7. We take 5, we go to 1. Oh, we have to. I mean, again, as long as we draw correctly, thinning these cards out is fine as well, because we're basically just getting down to where we only have traps. What's Boots do? It has block. It wouldn't have mattered. Yeah, because I forgot he got the action points from Scab Skin. So close. I definitely took more damage than I should have here and there. Yeah. Still, a few misplays, but we're learning, and I think I very much enjoy this deck. I get too antsy to use the opening Nourishing Emptiness. I mean, if it works and you get that whole 1 intellect, and you can continue having that 1 intellect, then it would have paid off. But yeah, I definitely had to swing more, and the weaving of traps was a mistake. Do you want a game fish? See how you fare? See if I can get another disgusting set of cards. God, that Emperor game was so good. That's the perfect intro into this deck. Is there anything else for me to discuss with the Sacred Arts? Jade Tiger, Undercurrent Desires, Lunar Shrine. Your mirror match? Perfect. So I got open. I'll send you the invite. I always forget how to do it. There we are. Okay. My traps are there. My boots are there as block. That's the key thing I need to remember. Because I just look at it and I just remember the arrow effect. I completely forget about the 2 block. So this is a good combo, right? Because you can play it on your opponent's turn. You then end up blocking for 5. No, that doesn't work though, because you only get 1 effect. You'd have to play something else, then Sacred Art, then Moon Chakra to recoup its effect. Oh, you're going first. Okay. Means you could set up my hand, though, for Nourishing. Still think Combo New is going to be really fun as well. Just completely decimate your opponent with their own cards. Well, opening hand's not, like, great. Actually, no, it's fantastic. What am I saying? I can do anything into Nourishing Emptiness. I can either premeditate for the Ponder, or I can Warmonger Recitals it. Pendulum Trap, play to activate a reaction. I mean, we know he runs them. He runs Go Again, he runs reactions. So it's good altogether. Does the Art of War come into play? If I draw Nourishing, then it comes into play. Either way, we take the damage and just play the Pendulum. You could just pick buff as well. Remembered the boots. Now, again, do I need both Premeditate and Warmongers? If we draw Nourishing by any luck, then we can go Warmongers, Nourishing, Mask, Art of War, something like that, maybe. We'd have 3 resources. No, I feel like it's just Premeditate with it. We just go for a big one. So I'm going to fully block this. and just try and keep the most advantage possible. We want to Arsenal to premeditate. We're most likely playing it. I don't see any reason why we wouldn't. So I will for the extra draw. Yeah, now we get 3 cards. So maybe Warmongers would be fine then to keep. If we draw into Nourishing, I'll be gutted. Because we definitely could have doubled it. No, okay, so we're happy. So what can we do? Premeditate is our buff. We can sink a card, which is fine. We only need 3 resources and we can hold the Art of War. Yeah, so it's literally just Mask. Pitch the Heart of Ferendale. Sink the Remembrance, it's too early to play. Keep the Trap. Get our Nourishing. Buff it. And we could swing to top it off. Is it worth it? I think it is, actually. Actually, if it has Buzzsaw, we're sad. What's this? Next attack action card you play. Yeah, so Talishare shouldn't proc any of them, right? So I play Talishare and then So I play Art of War. Buff. Go again. Does it matter where we play it from? Not really. Alright, I think that's gross enough. 12, dominate, and we get to swing. Buzzsaw Trap is awful, but it's a 1 in 34. He definitely has a trap. I mean, maybe he doesn't run enough traps? Surely he has a trap. Buzzsaw shuts down the Ponder as well. Inertia, okay, we're happy. Inertia's fine. Alright, and then we can swing. Now, I have to remember how the triggers work. So we want Inertia to proc first. I can never remember if it's left or right. So I read it left to right, right? So if I do that, Inertia should trigger first. Please let that be the case. No. Oh, God. So it's right to left, which makes no sense to me. I'm so confused. Hopefully this stays in my hand. Right, but shouldn't I get the Arsenal step? I do. Perfect. Okay. It's fine. Not as confused. We have tons of traps to shut him down, so we're happy. Why would... I mean, you know what I'm doing, so... Why'd you play it? Okay, but now we have to be smart. We can't play the Arsenal, which does shut us down, but we have more than enough. Doesn't have Go Again. I'm not getting the procs, which is sad. I mean, Buzzsaw would be better later, but we'll use it now. Yes, so in this scenario, Trench would have been better because I could sink it. Although anything I put into the Arsenal wouldn't as well. I'll keep the reaction because I know he runs reaction. reactions. And we literally just swing with the Art of War. That's our play. The Remorseless is bad. Would your Arsenal face up? Does he have a way to turn the cards face up? Don't go again, so Frailty's fine. So it is something we have to watch out for. But we're getting damage across, which is the big thing. Pay for 2. Reactions are the big thing. I mean, was it defense reactions can't be played? Right, so Command and Conquer always gets through, which is also sad. But I think Remorseless and Command and Conquer are the only 2 that become problematic. Yeah. Spike Pits. Activated reactions, Chain Link. Yes, that's fine. I think Pitfall's better. I think we want Spike for later. Alright, our weapons are bust, which is unfortunate. We're just biding our time until we can Nourishing again. In case he locks down our arsenal, Blood Rot is better. We can go Blood Rot, Pitfall, Blood Rot. Now we can still Nourishing, because if we don't have a card to discard, we can't discard a card. So we can play all 3 traps, pitch away Remembrance with Deep Blue, and then Codex the Nourishing back in and play it. And if he doesn't attack, then we just wait a turn anyway. Doesn't matter. If anything, we can just Remembrance something. The buffs, the traps, the buffs. Traps don't work. We can draw a card. We only need 5. But we still get the burn damage from Pitfall. I think it's worth overblocking. It does deny him reactions as well. If we Codex next turn, we have to discard a card. Alright, so if he does Razor Reflex it anyway, for the go again, he gets 2 Blood Rots. Yeah, no, this denies him he can't Razor Reflex if he has it. I guess even just the 2 Blood Rots does the trick. But again, Codex would force us to discard a trap. Alright, so Deep Blue. Codex. Nourishing. So I think, have we played both Codexes? No, so we still have Codex to pull it out. We have the Strategic Plannings and Remembrance still. We still have 5 ways to pull it out of our graveyard. It does make Warmonger's Recital a little bit worse. I don't think he can allow us to get the Intellect. I think he has to sacrifice equipment. He's sacrificing the New Horizon and the Perch Grapplers. That's interesting. And no traps. Keeping the Trench because of the usefulness, I suppose. But I think that's a pretty big impact for him to lose both of them. Inertia helps. Please buff so we can do the 2 damage. Station has +1. Let's see, it's created inertia. Hasn't reacted. Do we care about inertia? We do kind of care about inertia. So we definitely double trap. Do we want to put something in out hostile? By 3 of a kind, is there anything I care about playing? Not really. I don't want the inertia trap to clog up the zone. But at the same time, we want the extra draw. So they still shut him down from playing reactions, right? Because he doesn't want to trigger the effects. So I think that's good enough. And our decks are somewhat even in terms of card. So we're happy. So I can just draw through my deck with 3 of a kind. But I think we're ahead enough where we can take a little bit of damage. We still have a decent chance of drawing 2 traps. One's still better than nothing. Tripwire is a good one. But we have no way to play it. Yeah, so inertia would have been better to have in hand. So Remorseless gets through, so we just sink cards. And we don't do anything next turn. I don't think we care to play the 3 of a kind. Only scenario we like it is where we can overdraw the traps. No, we don't have Nourishing Emptiness, so there's no point in keeping the buff cards. We're basically just turtling. We don't take any damage. We have Reel In, which works too. We can completely shut down Endless Arrows as well. Strategic planning is fantastic. That's exactly what we want. Pretty sure we just do this for the tripwire trap. He can still get across, but then he suffers the effect of inertia. I think it's good enough. No, Razor's only 3. You'd have to have Razor Arrows and Razor Reflex. Should have pitched more. That's what he's telling me. We go another trap anyway. I don't think there's any way. We'll double down, just to bring it home that you're not getting your Endless Arrow proc. Just, it completely shuts down whatever your opponent's doing, right? As long as you just play the traps, then they're denied the ability to play anything they actually do want to play. Strategic planning gets us nourishing back, finally. I mean, we could take Command and Conquer or something out of his graveyard. Maybe it would have been worth it. This is a weak turn. Yeah. Only 1 trap. But Codex is good, Remembrance is good. So it should be fine to get back out good attacks. The fact that we can take Strategic Planning back again to the loop Nourishing Emptiness again is just Good. We could even just take the codexes to whittle them down. He pitched Rain Razors, which is interesting. I suppose he doesn't want buffs because he doesn't know what traps we have. I think his only out is to slow play as well. And wait till like fizzle out. In which case, getting rid of one Endless Arrow was definitely not the right play. Yeah, so Tar Pit, it's denied, right? Because Tar Pit, even if he buffs it, it loses the put it into your hand. So he's out of both Endless Arrows.
Let's go. I wake up to a little bit of drool on my pillow, feel like it's gonna be a bad day. Yeah, I'm tired of shit, and the coffee ain't hit yet. Damn, ain't that great.
I don't play anything in my arsenal, it doesn't really matter.
I need a change in my life, cause I don't feel alive, and there's nothing that makes me happy. Hold my beer for a minute. I'm about to quit.
So even if he buffs it and it gets the damage across, right, then Tar Pit activates, because he'll have go again because of Razor Reflex, and then Spike Pit activates. He sacrifices 2 damage for no effect. But we are going to run out of our shutdown. So it's just, can we burst enough damage at the end? So he gets Endless Arrows back. Right, he takes 1. What's he changing his pitch? It's still the same thing. He must have accidentally clicked the wrong arrow. So he definitely takes Remorseless. He definitely takes Endless Arrow. Right, because Remorseless gets through. I mean, we can look. Yeah, there's an Endless Arrow missing. There's a Remorseless missing. Arsenal's full, so Codex works for us. Is the better play 3 of a kind into Codex? I think it is. If we draw Nourishing, we're happy. If we don't, it's fine. So I'm not going to put anything into the Arsenal. I know it's doubtful that he gets Remorseless back straight away. Maybe it's worth return. He really can't allow the traps to actually proc. That's the big thing. Tar Pit's the better effect to have. If he denies Arsenal for whatever reason, that's a better way to do it. But we are definitely thinning out our deck. The big thing is I'm just not getting enough damage across with the trap effects. So maybe I should have been playing them a bit more sparingly. He got an Endless straight away? Really? Lucky duck. But again, if he Razor Reflexes, the go again doesn't matter. So it doesn't matter if he gets it into his hand, unfortunately. But still Boulder Tar Pit. Or it might just be Tar Pit. I think actually it's just Tar Pit. Take the 1. No, he can't have it in his hand. We have to deny it fully. I mean, if he wants, he can still Razor. But then he takes 1 damage. And the hit effect doesn't trigger. Actually, no, Tar Pit. Just Tar Pit was the correct choice. No, it wasn't. God, what am I thinking? We have to play strategic planning because we need the heart gone. Bait him, make him think it's an arrow, right, for Razor Reflex. But he doesn't want to take the trap damage. I think our draws have been pretty good. The fact that we have both a go again and a reaction straight away. Strategic planning gets us back Codex of Frailty, right? Definitely. And also options. Codex of Blood Rots. Well, that can't go in the arsenal. If he gets Remorseless, this can't go in the arsenal. I don't really care about drawing. It's just about slow playing. We'll put it in. Yeah, no, I think that's fine. We are almost out of traps. So it all depends on when we get nourishing, what our hand is to do enough damage. Don't show me remorseless. Anything but remorseless. Thank you. I'm still waiting for the Razor Reflex. I think he wants us to try and get the Blood Rot. In which case we do Collapsing Trap. And just Collapsing Trap. Yeah, because we don't mind having to pay for Blood Rot. I mean, we always get the reaction if he does Razor Reflex or do anything to extend. I mean, reeling at this point in the game is just a pitchable. It won't really ever have an effect. We Codex. Yeah, it's Rock Slide. Gets Blood Rot, we get a Ponder, we can pay for Blood Rots with the reel in, so that's fine. Now he has to worry about the 2 damage. This is the problem, we're missing the nourishing. If we had the nourishing, this would be great. We have 3 traps. We should be able to draw into it, and I think we could get enough damage across. Maybe. I think this deck, in the right hands, is definitely super strong. I think it's Rock Slide, pitch away the 2 traps. Maybe. I guess we see if he pays first. Is going for the 2 damage worth it? I think it is, to make sure the nourishing does its job. I think we go all out. Because it's also 1 extra damage. Because I doubt he has a blue and a... Like, well, he might have a blue and a red, or any color, right, to pay for the Pitfall and the Blood Rot. But the hope is he doesn't have a blue, the Blood Rot. He had. That's unfortunate. We still get the burn damage from the trap. That is very unfortunate. He's debating it. He had Buzzsaw. Right. Those cards going back in his deck are very impactful, because it means he can't shut down Nourishing with Buzzsaw. So we can either gamble. I can get rid of the Codex by playing the Art of War. There's no way we're getting 2 Nourishings off, I don't think. There's no perfect draw here. I'm gonna risk it. So it was either we play Art of War, get rid of the Codex, and that way try and guarantee we draw our last trap, or we do this. And as long as he doesn't have enough damage, he just goes with a minute arrow. even Remorseless without the go again. Razor Reflex puts it to 8. And even then we can still trap him. Well, actually we can't, because Tripwire can't be played. I think we're fine. We have 4 cards to win in. That's the issue here. Ooh. We don't. We have two cards to win in, right? So it's literally just Art of War, Nourishing. Yeah, it's just Art of War, Nourishing. And still won't do enough damage, unfortunately. We don't have enough resources to codex it back. We have to keep the tripwire for his turn. We have to hope he doesn't have... He doesn't have traps. Right, for the burn damage. Ah, Art of War didn't count as an action card. Okay, that's actually nice as well. But we're just Nourishing. For 7. We draw the rest of our deck, which allows us to Nourishing next turn. We know he doesn't have Remorseless again. He still has 1 copy of Command & Conquer. A 4 block might be enough. Depends whether or not he drew traps. If he drew traps, we're out of luck. He drew traps. That hurts. Why'd I give a go again? It didn't matter. It's kind of feel bad, because I know how many traps he runs. 4 cards from your hand and Arsenal on the bottom of your deck. Doesn't matter, It does matter, it's our last trap. But why is Codex there? Kinda weird. Aurelian gets us the traps. And a life. So we're not out, actually. I can't remember how many traps are left, though. That's the issue. I mean, we can continuously pitch the heart. We can survive a little bit. Don't do anything now, Arsenal. In case I can't remember what traps are left. Please be more than 1. All we need is 2. It's 2 traps, please. We only have 1. But we do survive. Survive, he takes 1. But we don't survive the following turn. Yeah, I was way too antsy with the traps. I overblocked way too much. I think he wants to hit effect. I didn't catch it if he paid. Please be garbage. It's not garbage. We don't actually have a way to pitch the Remembrance. So that sucks. Buys us block. I mean, we don't have traps. I just have to pick the cards with the highest defense. I mean, Codex are cards we want to play. Nourishing's fine to keep where it is. Are any of these 3 block? None of them are 3 block. I should grab the Nourishing. Because I know I didn't have traps anyway. Now, his downfall might be slow plays it. But I would assume he still has a Razor Reflex anyway. Yeah, and not getting the... Oh God, not getting the Nourishing off the Codex done me. Right, because if I grabbed it, then I could have played Premeditate's Heart Nourishing. Now I can't, because I have to double block to not die. Is there a way to do this? No, because we don't have a card to pitch into. I don't know if it would be enough damage though. Right, because it would have been 9 Dominate. He sells the Trench to block 1 as well. So it could have been exact, but I'm not sure. Playing Art of War to buff it. Interesting. Mainly to give it a go again. He sells the bow up to reload. Maybe we can slow play this. I can just ditch the heart. Yeah, he picked go again, he picked buff. Command and Conquer is the last attack. No, interesting. Oh, it is. Yeah, Command and Conquer. The game. So it wouldn't have mattered about the Nourishing. Ooh. Average value, 8. Definitely way over. Right, because if we look at the damage pushed every turn. 5. Right, so that tells us we overblocked by almost 3 every single time, which would have really helped at the end here. Because again, I had tons of swings of Nourishing left, right? Because that Remembrance I could have picked. I could have played Codex, picked Codex, right? There's lots of ways to continuously circle with Nourishing. It's just my trap play is awful. Because I also missed out on a lot of damage to the traps. Dealt 25, pressured 71. 42 is all we pressured. And he dealt 14. Yeah, good game. I need to work on my traps. I was just saying that the turns where I overplayed, I definitely should have. I should have played something, waited to see if he reacted, and then played another trap. And I should turtle more. Because the mentality in my head was, well, if I use a go again and a reaction trap, then you can't buff, right? But it was just, it's a waste of block. Because your damage threat was only 5.5 and then blocked is 8.2, right? So I almost always overblocked for 3, which is just sad, because that's basically an extra trap that I could have had every time. Yeah. I definitely like this deck. Plays to the strategy I usually play. But I can do better. A very good match. Okay, what's time? Kinda early. I think I'll find one more game with it and we'll see how we do. Yeah. Fortunately now, I like the deck enough that I have to pull them all out of my folders. I'll find them all and then pull them all out of my folders. Definitely. Right, because you've got the whole Arsenal play. I mean, if you're really skilled at Riptide, he seems super strong because you can definitely weave around a lot of things. Right, you can weave around Dominate. You don't like the Blood Rot? I suppose it is too late, right? Because it's the end of the turn. If it was the start of the turn, pay 3. And I would like another... something with a 1 cost. If I have something with a 1 cost, because a lot of the time I was also running into the issue of not being able to pitch something away that I really want to pitch away to try and draw more traps. X. There's also enough ways to shuffle Nourishing back. Maybe I do run both. There's a chance to get the second copy. Come to Fight is a frontal pump. Okay, yeah. But meets the 1 cost, as go again. And it's just another chance to draw into something that gets the Nourishing across. Because getting the Intellect is definitely big. I think that's a good call. Alright, so we have the Nourishing Emptiness. And then we have Remembrance as well to get it back. If only I'd go again. If we're going second, I'd like it a lot more. Maybe we hold. I mean, we know Inertia will proc. Reactions aren't as great. So maybe it's just Nourishing, Pendulum, Remembrance it back straight away. Feels a bit wasteful not to get the full value. I think it's okay. There's downside to it, but not horrible. We're gonna play Remembrance anyway. That was dumb actually. But the Inertia, so I draw 1 extra card. And you know what? I'm gonna Goliath as well. I think every time we're trying to buff it in some manner. With the Inertia, so we can play it. Then after the chain resolves, we can Remembrance. Does it actually? We should get a prompt at the end, right? I should also count the armor. He's got 4 plus a 3. So there's a chance we can actually get the Nourishing across. Yeah. Do I pass and I should still get the prompt? No. But if I played it at after the resolve, it wouldn't have cancelled the chain because it's an instant. But is my line of thinking correct? I mean, we can play it next turn, so I guess no harm, no foul. I think it's just Snatch and save the damage. Well, definitely not blocking with anything else. I can Remembrance the tripwire trap into the slot if need be. Really? I feel like doing it now, or next turn, with the Warmongers is nice enough. But my issue has been that I'm not slow playing. The Inertia is 1 burn damage, correct? Snatch is buffed. I can fully block it, deny the draw. He sells a card to put in the arsenal. Next turn, we play Mask, pitch the Heart, we have to get rid of Codex. We still have enough resources, we don't have enough resources to go Heart. So no, you're right. Well, no, I don't play the Tripwire is what I'm thinking. We just stick with the Inertia. Yeah, because then the draw doesn't matter from the Inertia. Alright, what's Briar's? Earth token. That's fine. Earth doesn't matter if we have Dominate. And the Tripwire is the sacrifice for Malicious Discard. Yeah. Right? No, get rid of the Codex, keep the Tripwire. God, so much math! Remembrance first, get the Nourishing back. We're playing Warmongers, does that matter? No. Not confusing me. That was dumb. Yeah, no. Sorry, friends. I can get more value out of Remembrance. Play Warmongers first. Pitch the Heart away. Put Remembrance into the arsenal because we're playing it, and I don't want the prompts. They confuse me. We get the buff, we can now get Warmongers and it back, so that's value. We can then search it out, discard the Codex. It's not discard, sync? Okay, that changes my mind. It doesn't really matter. Think the Tripwire. Play Nourishing. We got there. With the Codex. 9 damage, Dominate. Keep the Intellect buff. This hurts my head, though. I'm not a good thinker. We get the damage, we get the Intellect, and hopefully we draw traps. Reel in works. No, Arcane Barrier is slightly worrisome. What traps do we have? Go again, go again. Yeah, so I think we reel in. Is blocking for 3 enough? Or even is our turn if we don't reel in? Warmongers puts it to the bottom, I believe. So reel in, shuffling it is definitely helpful. Yes, you're right. There was value in having 2. Ugh. We'll put that in, we'll put Comfide in. I'm tempted to get rid of... I want value. I want choice. Plus, I never remember how channel Heroic goes away, because it just always appears to float for me. I guess because games aren't that long. I don't know if this is correct, but I'm gonna go. I don't like taking long turns, I feel bad. Either of these require the arsenal, no. Okay, we get 3 traps, so we're happy. We know Codex is coming up, but Codex doesn't matter, so we're actually happy for it to shuffle. Go again. Greater is what we want. Prevent is what we want. So they're the 2 traps we're playing, so Rock Slide goes in the arsenal. Rock Slide. It sells greater. I didn't mess it up. Oh yeah, it's the 1 resource anyway. I guess we wait until the Snapdragon Scalers come out. I need to read this. What is it? Put a flow counter on it, and then destroy it unless you put an Earth card from your pitch zone to the bottom of the deck for each flow counter. Okay, so it will go away eventually. Just, I'll have an aneurysm before that happens. So we just Kalashare off of Tar Pit. This is where the equipment comes into play, maybe? It's at the beginning of the end phase, okay. So that only works as if, at this point, if he pitches 3. So we're happy with that. Again, do I want the extra card? Kind of want the extra card. Please, Snapdragons. I suppose I should bait it, right? Whatever he attacks with, don't use any traps. Wait for him to Snapdragon Scalers and then hit him with all 3 go again. So I don't think there's any other prompts for him to go again. It's just the Snapdragon Scalers. So if I make him think he can KO me, that's the play. This is where I think having the bow and quiver comes in handy for just baiting your opponent into thinking this is not what I'm doing. I'm actually playing arrows, and I just got super lucky, I guess, with the mask. While isn't defended by a card with equal or greater defending hero can't play. Ha. 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 Wow. We're out of luck. I would just buff it. You don't even get to use the traps. Forgot about the perch grapplers. That was bad. That was just the perfect card to Snapdragons. Oh, the 3 damage would have been so nice. Now, I'm pretty sure these are dead. Yeah, so I'm right if I'm just stalling for a turn to Talishare. Which does make it better than the bow. Should have blocked. The block with the boots. See, if he knows my gimmick, again, literally just buff it, right? You can get to enough damage. Just buff it. You're already doing 5, you only have to buff it once. No, but it's resolving. Never mind. It's not even base, is it? Yeah. Don't have to feel bad about not having anything against it. I feel with 40 HP to play with. But it does then diminish nourishing. There's the inline strike. It's a fool. I'm gonna triple block it. I just have to end with Rock Slide in there, and then I have 4 blocks still. Because I assume it's just a swing. And then maybe we can KO him next turn with 2 traps. Channel's going away. I'm just debating whether or not it's Perch and 2 traps into a trap. I think getting the damage from the traps is more impactful. And saving the Perch for the next attack. It's on the chain link, isn't it? This combat chain. It doesn't matter. 2 block wouldn't have mattered. Alright, so Exude Confidence is the hard counter. Right, we know now. I was so excited because the go again finally. Still. The turns we do seem quite nice. The nourishing turns, I should say. Oh, what am I doing? Okay, we definitely put the other nourishing in. Get rid of the 2 blood rot. Put in... you. Nourishing. Of course, it's down here somewhere. Alright, so it doesn't matter. Mask still fishes it. Codex, anything still fishes it. The only feel bad is when we draw them like 3 turns apart or something like that before we draw our recover. But I suppose I just hold it until we recover it. And it would also allow us to combo them more often, right? Actually give use to Art of War. So we still have 1 slot left. I like the heart, but we don't get much value off the heart. I think Come Fight is definitely correct. It's just what color. Do we take 3 or do I put the yellow in? It doesn't feel like we've ever been wanting for resources. So I guess it's the red Come Fight. Maybe we get rid of heart because we can't block with it. Getting a bit overzealous with the reds. Also, for the trench argument, right? If this was gain 2, every time. Because it's gain 1, what's the value, right? Because I could just pitch it away from hand. Versus Deep Blue where I am getting a +2 on reds, a +1 on yellow. Because I was thinking about our conversation about it last time. Maybe it's just another Come Fight. But I don't want too many buffs. Because then they don't matter. Value is adjusting your arsenal for traps. Suppose. Yeah. But that's only really for dominate. As long as I'm smart with the traps, I can not get locked down. It's more so instead of adjusting and saving. And gain a resource from that. But I don't... What do I actually have then to spend the resource? Yeah, all I'm getting is the card save. We do like a side-by-side. Pros and cons. In which case I know Trench has way more pros. The only pro to the Deep Blue is the value. What does that do? I don't have attacks for the buff. I don't have attacks for the draw 2. I don't have attacks for the defend. The AB in the block, yeah. But no. But see, if I do this, get rid of that. Still super expensive. How is that still super expensive? I guess the Art of Wars. Sort of hear what you're saying. I'm gonna keep it for the burst though. I think we do yellow compliance. Just so that they pitch into nourishing. They don't like the red count. Do we like Plague Hive? I don't like Plague Hive, no. Alright, one more game. Alright, Warmongers was the other thing we were considering. Because it does work really well for us. Buys us a turn. Yeah. I'll think about it. I do like still trying to keep this cheapish. Sometimes sinking point traps for later and blocking the right ones. It's +1 value. Yeah. Yeah, the burn damage has been really important. If we just had a little... If I had the burn damage from the traps a little bit more often. I do have a trench somewhere. In fact, I feel like I have a rainbow foil right next to me. So I like having decks that I can build in real life. Well, not that I'm missing many of the other cards. Why Zets? Ah. You preached Arcane Barrier, right? Oops. Do we still go first? Do we go second? Do we go second so we can pop off with Nourishing? I think we go second. We are just reactive. Yeah, so we can literally come fight Life Gauntlets, Nourishing. The burn damage from the Rune Chant's gonna get us though. And well that. Yeah. Oh well. Anything else I'm throwing into the mix? Pitching, we're keeping Pitfall because it's just a proc. Especially if we can sort of deplete his hand. Yeah, it's Mask off of Spike. Don't worry about the Arsenal. Sync, Tripwire. Actually, hit effects might have been more beneficial than just 2 damage. Go for a big one straight away. Oh no, I'm 1 resource short because come fight cost 1. Forgot about that. That's fine, we'll get better traps, right? Yeah. So I should definitely I should sideboard the trench as well. That's a no-brainer. We'll see. There's a timer on this. But definitely opening with the Nourishing, because then that and then a few swings of Talishir, armor's done. They do have a 6 block. Damn. I was thinking 10 was enough. 3 traps. So they're combo though, from the looks of it. They're not actually going to pop them until they have the big stack, which is also really bad for us because it means they don't attack. But I do like seeing combo, so I'm happy. Literally just strategic planning. So our traps are redundant. I mean, this is just a loss. Even 1 Arcane Barrier wouldn't matter. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they don't attack. That was wrong. I should have put the blood right so I could swing. Doing that feels very bad. But their combos throw me off because it's like, do I just concede? Because there is nothing I can do. I either win in enough turns, which I can't, because that's just not this style of deck. Can you trap against... Possibly, right? Also getting the Nourishing back was horrible now. You can. Alright, that's a little bit better. I wonder... Where's the burn damage go? So attacking hero. So it just goes nowhere, right? Same with the effects. So I'll take them both. Yeah, I don't see an out against this opponent. Okay, so we start swinging at it. If Nourishing was still in the graveyard, maybe. Just doing it back to back might be enough. I mean, traps are just useless. The music is very fitting for this. Just get to your 20. 17 in this case. This is nothing. Alright, so we found the antithesis. Come on. Your ping me should be enough, right? Does that proc it? Doesn't, right? Because it's attacks. Ugh. No, one just swing. Is this better than just conceding on... Then is this better than not just conceding on the spot? Because again, the matchup just doesn't work. Oh god, we have to sit through them all. Come on, Talshare. There's a way to, in the settings, to skip, is there not? Right. See, I wouldn't mind playing them on, like, Melody. Because then it's just a race. And that seems kind of fun. Okay, that was not a great matchup. Anyway, let's take the trench. Again, I don't think it would have helped there, right? Just do that. Blitz public. You can play yeah, all good. One more game. Just because that was not fulfilling. Briar. Is it the same Briar? Yes, we go first. Oh, okay. We just set up our hands. Ward against traps. Ward against whatever they do, and we just stall. I kind of like it. There's a decent chance that we just draw into traps as well. So we... How much do we pitch? I think we deep blue a tar pit to get it back in the deck. Shuffle and draw. And that has a slight extra chance of getting us another trap. Reel in for 4. Oh, that's wrong. Reel in for 3. Come on. Big 4-card draw. Don't put anything to the arsenal in case we want to play 3 of kind. That is not a big draw. Still just playing 3 of a kind. Or we take the loss. I should have played 3 of a kind first. Ah. Whatever. Don't want to go again yet. Reactions, maybe? No, maybe either go again. Holding is better. Well, I can't say I'm too happy with the draws. There you go, it's just channel Mount Heroic. How does it always seem that Briar just always has it in the opening? Always eludes me. So, we have greater than active. We don't have go again. We can mask next turn with Warmongers, which is kind of fine. I think we take the damage. They're not going to Snapdragon Scalers, though. So maybe we play the Tar Pit. Just so we avoid damage. Yeah. Hmm. 1, 2, 4. If that was a yellow, we'd be fine. They're not warmongering the nourishing. Do we just stall at the go? Either way, we don't need anything in our arsenal just yet. I know Trench. No, but Trench would still be in 1 for 1. Alright, what are we putting -1 on? The Caprice? Right. Either the Caprice or the gloves, but I guess the Caprice. I think we slow play it again. Maybe swing. And we still have Perch Grapplers as well. We kind of want to go on the offensive once Channel Mount Heroic is done. I'm not even going to swing, actually. Alright, we have 3 traps. We have Come Fight. A blue. It's 5 and discard, though, which is unfortunate. No, it's not. Put a card from your arsenal, destroy. So, okay, these aren't linked. Because it's not if you do. Right, that's my understanding. So if I get rid of Come Fights, Warmongers, by pitching and then pitching Collapsing Trap into it, we should be fine. So it's from the arsenal, it's buffed again. These are all go again effects, though. I'm hoping what I'm thinking is right and we can just do massive damage. Please work, the way I just said it. The text isn't linked, so it should, hypothetically. That's from Arsenal, it's fine. It's still big enough. Actually, no, it could be bigger. I shouldn't do that either, but I like big numbers. Three traps are still fine. Yeah, especially since we have Buzzsaw. All 3 effects, so that's 3 burn damage. So we definitely play all 3. No. No, 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 no. Can't gain. That was a mistake. Inertia first. Put Pitfall into the arsenal. Then Pitfall. Resolve Inertia. Then play Buzzsaw. Yeah. Alright, they get the token, then we can deny the buff. Done. They're on 2, so we should be able to burn with our damage. I'm just playing 3 of a kind to look for a trap to put in our arsenal. Because at this point, we just turtle. until we do 2 damage. Ah, it had go again. In which case I just double lock. Yeah, because we get 1 trap that procs and we win. Nimbleism gave a go again, right? That one I'm missing? That gains go again from that. It's only doing 7. I need to read cards in their entirety. Not the right trap. And here the Arcane Barrier would come in handy. It hit, it has go again. How much is it doing? Oh no, they had enough. Arcane. Yeah, so there the trench would have been handy. To be honest, I don't have the mental space to fully understand what just happened. We accept and we move on. Okay, so anyone who runs Arcane, use the trench. Alright, please attack. Thank you. It's just tripwire? No, but we need to play another trap to get tripwire active. They have no way to give it go again. They could activate reactions. Especially because they're floating. This does burn damage no matter what, right? Even if the card doesn't have any effect yet. Problem is, they're a big old turtle as well. Art of War at least allows us to swing off the Nourishing. Is that worthwhile? I mean, I know they're just tanky. So I guess we have to start beating them down. We play Art of War, we pitch Collapsing, and we still have to pitch 1 more card into Nourishing. No, we won't be able to swing. Unless I deep blue a red. Have I thought about that correctly? 1, 2, 4, 6. Yes, I have thought about that correctly. Buff, go again. Don't put anything into the arsenal. Play Mask. Sink the tar pits. Rock the Goliath. Nourishing was on top of the deck, I'm pretty sure. Okay. And we still swing. They have 2, 4, 6. They can definitely fully block. It's really important we start putting the counters on. But they probably have Sink Below. They probably have an Arsenal. Reaction and 1 in hand. That'd be my guess. They want to deny the effect. 4, 4, and 2? Have to be 4, 4, and 2. Or 5 and 4? 4. And the 1 from Arsenal? No, they're letting the intellect through. And the damage through, which is interesting. I know they run sigils and everything. Also, enough with the depressing music. That's kind of fine. We can remembrance back the nourishing. I don't think I want to. I think because of the codex. I think we block with the perch and the strategic planning. So we have to survive 2 Command and Conquers. Although they might run Exude as well. Keep the remembrance as a proc for the Rockslide Trap. Do I swing? That's the question. I think we don't. I think we're looking for Codex to again go nourishing into a swing. Which is sad, because then we only have 3 trap slots, basically. Real end works, though. So Pummel is still just go again. I guess it's just 1 Rock Slide. Still burn damage. I don't know if 4 is correct to take there. How much healing? I think we're literally just both slow decks. Buzzsaw's nice if he does turn around and go for a big turn. It feels like it would probably be this turn. See if he reacts. I doubt. I mean, surely he's holding a pummel or something. Fortunately, I think we have to Buzzsaw anyway. Well, I could reel in Buzzsaw. Look for other traps. He did pay. But I think saving the Buzzsaw is better. And neither of them come into effect, which is unfortunate. We have the other Nourishing, so once we draw that, we can Remembrance. Although we just shuffled it, which actually sucks. I think it's just we have to double block. I don't see them running Go Again, but I do see them running Pummels. So do I want to hold the Pendulum? He knows we got 2 traps as well. We take the 3 to hold the trap we like. I'm really thinking that's a pummel. I kind of just want to remember and swing to get them out of my hand now. We get back Nourishing and Planning. Better than nothing, I suppose. I feel really bad about disrupting the nourishing that was on top with Reel In. I think I still hold the Art of War, though. Tripwire's okay. There's the Command and Conquer, though. We take 2. But I would assume this is where the pummel comes out, if it was a pummel. That felt kind of wrong. Seemed like he may... Well, I guess he doesn't really know the deck we're running. Right, but if you held Command and Conquer, or whatever string you have, the Chain Link Disruption's really good. Tripwire's nice. Definitely runs the crush cards. Don't care about strategic planning. Still no reactions, though. We're gonna run out of fuel before we do enough damage, it looks like. Keep the blue. Do that, just in case he does something, I don't know. And unfortunately, I guess we play the Art of War to cycle away strategic planning. I think we have to really time our swings. There's our traps, which you got. Nice. Heal 2, but not go again. Yeah, so once more, we're not getting enough burn damage through with our traps. The loss of go again isn't horrible. Problem is, we only have so much HP to spare. We play the Pitfall because he does... Well, he has Tunic up. He still takes 1 burn damage. I think we have to start fully blocking, yeah. That was a bit sad and unfortunate. Especially because there's not really going to be much other use for Tunic. His HP total's just too high. Another Reel In. And we're just not drawing. I mean, yeah, there's only 2 Nourishings in the deck, so there's nothing to really draw. He hasn't buffed, he hasn't done anything to it. Really have to get the burn damage across. So I like Reel In after you strategic planning or do something to get Nourishing to the bottom. It's a way to try and get it higher. Definitely running out of traps. Bait with 2 go agains, maybe he buffs it. Surely he runs pummel. Ah. We actually haven't seen a pummel cycle around, or I haven't been paying enough attention. Maybe he doesn't actually run reactions. I guess a swing here. We don't like reel in. Really need to find a nourishing. Almost we're both just turtles. And he has the better weapon. Thank God he's just sledging. So we still had a nourishing in the graveyard, we'd be super happy. But we don't. And we also need a blue in hand. Right, it has to be played from the arsenal. Well, this is going to be our loss. Okay, he's back above 20. There's just no way we can do enough damage. I think we just concede, I call it. Ran into just two bad matchups right at the end. But I suppose he probably feels the same way-ish. Right, he was expecting to shut down a Briar or something. But he gets us. Is there any reason? Codex in the arsenal would be nice. But we don't actually have a go again for the nourishing. It doesn't really matter about the draw. Yeah, so I should always leave one in the graveyard. Yeah, no. But I'll do it. There's opportunity if we still had nourishing in the graveyard. Alright. I still like where the deck's at. Still fun to play. But definitely alternate that and Songless Melody. Right, aggressive bingo deck. And then a very slow trap deck. We'll get a win one day. Anyway, anyone hanging around, thank you. Anyone watching